1996, there was actually an agreement reached when they went to deregulation, and a part of that agreement actually, then Senator Coomer actually worked on the deal that said there was a cap on how high your electricity rates can go up in any given year. Because of the deregulation, there were some concerns that they would get out of control like they did with the phone company and everything else when they deregulated that. So this particular year, that cap actually comes off. So technically, the rates could conceivably go up as much as 20–25%, which is actually happening in other states. So what we did in anticipation of that possibility, we set up what we call anti-blight legislation, and we're actually going to be naming the member very soon, something that's called the Energy Authority. Now, as a result of the cap coming off, you also, as an individual, you might actually start getting those things in the mail from power suppliers, that you can actually purchase energy from places other than Exelon. It's kind of complicated, but I'll try to do it real quick. Right now, PICO is the distributor for all the electricity in the city of Philadelphia, right? But they purchase their energy from outside sources. Most, if not all, of the energy they purchase is from a company called Exelon. 3 years ago, Exelon actually bought PICO real quietly, so they're basically the same company. So the concern is that if they have to buy their electricity from Exelon, who's to say that they will give us the best possible rate? So as a result of this cap coming off, you now can say, you know what, I don't want you to buy my energy from Exelon, I want you to buy it from somebody else, right? Altraria is an example, that's another energy company. So what we're hoping is that this energy authority will actually put the citizens in a position to know what's the best way to go about purchasing energy. We recently had an announcement, I guess about 2 weeks ago, where the city hired this company, because under the law we can only right now do businesses. This company is actually going to help businesses and commercial carriers purchase energy cheap from companies that give us good rates. And we're hoping to expand that to the residents. And with the Energy Authority in place, the Energy Authority hopefully will be in a position to provide that opportunity.
That's a city authority, the energy authority, and how many people work on it in this authority?
Well, yes, it is. It's actually called the municipal. We did it under the Municipal Authorities Act. It's called the Philadelphia Energy Authority. Because of our financial situation, we're actually not going to have a lot of staff. So it will be 5 members who are nominated by the mayor, approved by council, and they will actually meet to determine what's the best route for people to purchase energy.
And that's going to be the full staff, or at least 5 people?
Well, they will be using staff that currently exist in the city's particular departments, under the Commerce Department. Yeah, we don't want to create, we already have a budget problem. So that's actually going to be a good thing for us. You'll be hearing a lot more about it as soon as we name those individuals. Just expect in the next 2 weeks. The other thing is that my friends and colleagues on the state level actually passed legislation that's called Senate Bill 900. That particular bill is actually giving the authority to municipalities to go after people who have blighted conditions. Give an example. Right now, there may be somebody with an old abandoned building, warehouse in the city of Philadelphia. And you say, well, this is a blight, graffiti all over, the windows are open, it's just animals running in and out, rats, kids. So right now, the city only has the authority to issue a fine on that building. It's called the CBN, Code Violation Notice. And I think it was capped at like $300. So what happened, a lot of these people that own these properties, they say, you know what, I'm not paying it. I said, the amount for me to clean it up is like $5,000. I'd rather just either pay the fine or ignore it, right? This new legislation, authorization by the state, has now allowed us, if we impose a fine on that building, we can now say we also impose that same fine on your house where you live, right? Or any other assets that you have. If you have a business that's actually operating, we can extend that code violation notice or that lien to other properties that you own, and that will get your attention, right? Yeah, I mean, because it's not, you see it in these neighborhoods. People that just walk away from these properties, they figure, $300, I'll worry about that later when I sell the property. And that's not fair. The other thing it does, it gives us an opportunity to set up what is called a housing court. And we're actually working with municipal courts on establishing that. What we want to do in the housing court, it gives you an opportunity to, one, deal with those blight situations, but it also will establish a set of judges who are properly trained by the state on all housing-related matters, whether it be landlord-tenant court, whether it be issues with respects to judgments on particular properties, and those judges will be well-versed on those issues related to housing. What happens now, they have a rotating system, so whatever judge is available for this month, they put the judge in the appeals process of municipal court for a housing issue. And this judge may have last week and tried cases for murder or robbery, and they're not really well versed on those particular issues. And so this will help us establish a court to deal solely with those issues. So those are going to be the two things that I'm going to be focusing on early on next year. And there's one last thing that I don't want to talk about public